Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with a divine feminine that's in a karmic situation that wants and desires union. I said it's only all fitting that if I did one on the divine masculines that I do for the divine feminine. So I'm going to look at the divine feminine energies. Please note, it hit me afterwards after I had watched the replay to remember that also it doesn't the karmic situation, although I keep on referencing it as if it is a person. You don't have to always take it as that it is a person that I am talking about. You could karmic situation goes for person, place, or thing. So when I use like they say points of view or the point of view, as far as first person, the second person, third person, you can also switch it around and make it as for the situation that the person is. So if you know they say they ain't got no person, they ain't got no married, they're not married to anybody, they're not dealing with anything. Only thing I know is the job. The job is a karmic. They're tied to the job. So again, with the divine masculine energies, they say they got to boss up. A lot of people in the job might be using the divine masculine in the way that they're using them and kind of playing them like a little fiddle. So that is something that you have to keep in mind there too as well when I have those. So go back and look at the divine masculine. And some of you all say that didn't kind of quite resonated with me, or that wasn't about my guy. My guy's not married, so that's not it. That is one thing for you all to look back and see. Okay. All right then. So I am going to continue on. Today's thing that we have here is we're talking about envy. Okay, and so we're talking about this envy here. This is in regards to this talking about how the divine feminine's overall energy is that in this doing, I can do it with this one because I got my I'm on my iPad, although it don't make things bright like I would like it to. But anyway, okay, so this is envy. So this is the card that we have here. So we have envy here. So I looked up in the card in the book's meaning of what it is, and it said, and that's why I put it in the title of lack of value, okay, or self-worth. So right now what it is they saying in this picture, she's holding something of value, but she's still in the darkness, but there's the light there. So the overall energies of being in this karmic situation is for the divine feminine to understand her true value of that. I think also another thing, the first thing when I pulled the card, it was saying that the person, the karmic or the guy that she's with, I'm going to use that. It could be a female or a male. The male that she's actually with is envying her. It kind of knows that, again, this person, the divine feminine, is destined to be with somebody of true love. And I feel that it's envy coming from this male. So remember, the male could be a person, place, a thing. So to separate those, the things, the points of view that I'm using. But there is some great anxiety going on here that the divine feminine understands that she's got to get grounded and rooted in. But I see lightning there. So source is doing something in order to electrify the atmosphere for this divine feminine. So that means they're at work. They're charging the atmosphere. It's getting charged with atoms of things to empower. Okay. Now, when we look at the energies that spirit wants the divine feminine to get in, and there's a plethora. So source is really talking to this divine feminine a lot, a lot, a lot, and stating to her that she needs to get to the point of, like, again, exhibiting the energies of Queen Esther, which is the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. I was just listening to Sonnet 17 on there, and I shared that as far as those that say they're waiting for the divine person. And I said I was going to do a trigger warning, but I said with you all, I stopped kind of doing trigger warnings separately because a lot of times you all do not watch it. So again, in order to give you what you want, which is these karmic seeing what's going on, I'm going to give you what you need slide in between. Okay, so a lot of times when we have it, and I know I listen to you all, and you saying, well, I don't want no more from the divine masculine. He didn't deal with divine feminine. He did X, Y, Z. I'm going off. I'm about to go and do me. A lot of times I could tell that that is coming from a state of ego. Now you have to remember again, ego is, you're like, no, I'm not, I love me. But again, ego says things to you in order to protect you. Okay. Now it's okay to say that it is, I'm going off, I'm detaching from the divine masculine, divine feminine, but I can tell, just like I'm teaching the kids with tone and mood, I can tell the tone that you use or the attitude that you have to let me know what type of mood it puts me in as far as energy that is resonating on the outside, to let me know, is this person really truly doing this out of really a place of self-love, of centeredness, of understanding that right now I'm choosing myself, or is it, again, I'm saying it to say deuces, he can kiss my ass wherever he goes. If he survives and he don't, so be it. My thing is that you got to remember again, that is you. Again, that is you denying yourself. It's okay that, again, if they are showing what's a not so nice way or ugly side that you believe that it is in that. But again, like I said, you got to remember also that it's almost like, again, treating a child, okay? Which is, again, they still belong to you. You don't like what they're doing, but they're still love. It's like, I'm going to love you at a distance. And that's fine. But again, when you start having the ego in there, and you must remember that the ego's purpose is to protect. You have to watch what is it generating and what is it creating and manifesting as far as the wording that you use or the phrasing that you use. Because again, ego is the difference between when it's spirit and it's just saying, you know what, I'm at peace, whatever it is, let him learn the lessons that he's learning. I do understand that he's got to go through the learning process. And again, I'm going to be, again, actively doing my thing. Again, if again, this source brings us together, I'm open and receptive to it, but there's a difference. This is a thing of understanding that, again, and your soul is still going to yearn. That's the desires of the heart. No matter how you try to pull away, it's still going to want that. So again, I trust my soul's divine timing. Your timing in between your soul of knowing with this divine feminine as well will understand when is the best time to be released from this karmic situation where she has truly learned all the lessons that need to be, and then again it's time for her to go on. When I look at this envy thing, when I read it in the book, they were saying again, learning how to be accepting where you are. Some of the divine feminines, I feel that again they're in these karmic situations and they wanting out, but you're not really actually handling what's actually going on in your situation. That came from the book. They say you got this pearl, but then at the same time, you're not really looking at the situation that you're in, and you're not looking at what to be thankful for where you are. I've always said that before. Spirit is not going to give you anything else unless you learn how to appreciate where you are. I've said that in many videos, and I have not went back to touch upon that, but that is true. That again, until you start appreciating the littlest things of where you are, spirit will. But if you're doing that again, that's that resistance. I want out of here. This thing makes me sick. These people make me sick. All this thing. It's going to keep on anchoring you down into the situation until you learn how to rise above it, or you start appreciating it, or you really saying, okay, bring on the lessons, okay, and let me now start learning from it, okay, so I can not hurry up and get out of this. But again, that's coming from ego too, saying I can hurry up, but bring it on, just bring it on, so now I can go on ahead and move on to the next level. Let me be grateful for where I am. Let me start being a master, having mastery over what this is, because you never know where you are is something that again is going to carry you on to go into the next way you're going, because you don't know if you're going to meet people that's got the same vibrations and energies as the karmic you're in now, situation you're in now. So when you did say, I got it, I know how to handle this, because I did this with X, Y, and Z already, or when I was in this situation. So I already know how to apply and know how to handle that when these things or these energies arise, and these are vibrations in these type of people. Also, Freya, which is the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy yes, which lets me know that a lot of times, divine feminine, you've been saying yes to things, and a holy yes means your soul has not said is ready to say hallelujah or amen to it. Okay, you saying things and your soul or your spirit is not co-signing on it. They're like, how she just signed me up. She sounded like my bestie, and she served on the committee, and she said her co-chair had already told me, yeah, we gonna sign up for another year. She said, excuse me, I didn't tell you I was gonna do this. How the heck you gonna co-sign me and sign me up for something that I ain't even said I was gonna do? Ain't this about nothing? So again, your spirit is like, I didn't co-sign. I didn't co-sign for this. Well, hi, I'm old. No, I didn't co-sign for this. So you got to learn discernment, when to say yes and when to say no. Next one is Pope Joan. Okay, Pope Joan is the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Some kind of way, again, source wants you to understand you're putting limitations on your stuff, on yourself, and there is no lack. That goes back again to that lack they're saying before, the lack of being able to understand where you are and your value. You are limitless. You are not limited. There's something about the spirit want me to say what the divine feminine said. I hear I'm limited. No, you're limitless. You're not limited. And for it keep on using my words to say limited. And I said that ain't the word, it's limitless. So some of you all do feel that you are limited in the situation that you are. And spirit keeps on telling you, no, you are limitless. Understand here. The next thing is this. I have the essence of all Buddhas. So I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. That's what I was saying about that. No matter where you are in that situation, you should be gaining that knowledge, that understanding that this, why these lessons or these karmic lessons being with this person, place, or thing is helping you to free yourself. It's helping you. It's not a curse. I feel like somebody saying this is a damn curse. No, it's not a curse. It's not say in my past life I must have did something really awful to really have myself into this place. It's not that. It's the understanding that hey, every lesson is for your spirit. It's for your spiritual growth. Okay, it's a leveling up. It's your what they want you to do is to understand that you have got to change. Change your perspective. Let me take some water. Oh, this is even better. You got to change your perspective. Okay. Next thing, you have Kuan Yin. I love her. She is, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. When I read this, it lets me know it says the suffering in order to release. Recognize the things that are irritating you, that you feel resistance to, and then to release it. Learn how to clear and transmute it. Learn how to use alchemy with it. Okay, which means that you have to look at ways in your situations that some of these things that I'm picking up, there is no way to go to get rid of it, but to just go through it. Okay. And in doing that, you got to learn, as my dad said, you got to go with the flow of things. Okay. Some things is just like, hey, when they present themselves, I learn how to be able to answer that challenge or know what to actually do and strategize to it. But like I'm reading The Power of Now. Really, yeah, I'm reading it, so it doesn't matter if it's audio. And he's saying about these pain bodies that we have, and how us being resonated. That pain body is like, you got your different bodies, and how you take that pain body and you are having it come into you and be a part of who you are, instead of like the pain body to be actually be something out there, but you are taking it and you become so part of the pain body that it starts to attract more of those painful situations and scenarios to you, because that's who I keep on hearing the song saying, who we are, because that's who you are. That's what the frequency that you're resonating off of. And you got to learn how to be able to separate from that. Now, he was talking about the pain body, how you can do that. Again, is to his always his famous thing is to learn how to live in the now. That goes back to what my dad said. When each challenge comes, deal with them. Don't sit up there and anticipate about what's going to happen in the future, and don't sit about it and be depressed about what happened in the past. Live in the now. That's a lot of you all divine feminines are not in that part of that presence of understanding that that's who you are. This pain body has become such an identity, they're telling me, of who you are, that you've got to learn how to now in this to release that. If you have not, or you have read The Power of Now, I would definitely say for you all to go back into that again and reread it again, because again, it's some things that you are not divine feminines, not learning how to resonate with where you are. It keeps on singing that song, Who We Are, in my head. And so understanding that curiosity breeds compassion. Learn how to want to delve deeper into things. I think a lot of times when things give us pain, we want to back off like a hot stove. And like, no, it hurts me. No. Curiosity means you need to go in there and delve a little deeper. Okay, why is this giving me pain? No, no. I ain't gonna let you get the best of me. So let me delve into this deeper. What's paining me? What does this remind me? What is this pain that? So again, this abandonment. He hurt me. What is this representing? And go deeper into it. Okay, wait a second. It kind of remind me about some childhood hurts. He really kind of remind me of the time when I was in love with this boy in high school, and then he had rejected me, and I seen him make fun of me in front of people, and then it's some kind of way about that. What's that connection of that pain? Where is it coming from? Where's it saying? Where's the stimuli? What's stimulating that? And you got to go beyond that. The next thing it has here for the divine feminine is Isis, which is understanding that sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Um, Sexual energy is sacred. I say it in some ways, but it might be again that some of you all have not in when you're thinking about sexual energy, that might not be a healthy place, a healthy space for you to be in. And you've got to learn how to kind of get back in touch with that sacral energy, the kundalini, as well, of understanding that. That's a little thing. But doing some practices of things, maybe the yoni steam or the yoni meditations, and helping you get back in touch with understanding that the yoni, or the place for your divine feminine or divine masculine, the thing, the whole sacredness of that area, of how that is not looked upon as not being holy. Some of you all I'm picking up, it might be even childhood, the way maybe religious or your own beliefs has set forth to have you that separation about sexual energy. A lot of times, even with the divine feminine energies there, that's again where we manifest things. It's a power, it's a pussy power as well. That's what's his name, Dr. Nicole something. She always is talking about that, and how you have that creation, how that kundalini helps you to understand um, how that is. Is that today? Excuse me a second. Okay, all right. I'm sorry, zoned out. So understanding that, I was like, how we gonna do that? I got the other meeting, but anyway, we'll figure it out. All right. So my pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Intentions. Divine feminine. My thing would be for you about what gives you pleasure, and start resonating as you're praying. Because I know even with me now, when I'm doing prayers now, I now make myself feel as if I'm in that moment of actually having that. So if I'm saying me and my twin are embracing now, I actually make myself feel, how does it feel to feel his arms around me and we're actually embracing? Okay, to bring that into affirmation, to affirm. Affirmation means to firm, to make firm, to make solid. So again, how can I make that solidify and manifest into the 3D as being from spirit into to that? So as above, so below, or as in heaven as it is on earth. How can I do that? So that's that again. Some are saying kundalini, some things are saying some other sexual practices that you believe that you're comfortable with to help you to get yourself in touch with your sexual energy. That's being brought to me as well. All right, so now let's jump into the karmic energies here. So when we're talking about the karmic energy here, it says honor, here is honor high standards and idealistic. Okay. Some of you all, these common situations, it was to you the ideal thing to do. Was there heart involved with it? Not too much. It was something of, I see, a marriage of convenience. Somebody's a marriage of convenience. I don't know about that. But again, there's some standards I pick up from this card is to help you to raise your standards, because this person you might be with you might be a substandard, but this is to you is to help you to rise above. I keep on hearing the song like to say rise above all the haters. Okay. And so in this I see the wolf here representing that it's a lone wolf here. You got two wolves here. Really at the end of the day, this karmic energy here with you, this person is really two lone wolves, which lets me know again. I was watching some judge show, and somebody brought in the thing of a yoke. She said because you're supposed to be at the wedding ceremony, I brought this in, so it would be a symbolic gesture of understanding that you all have got to be equally yoked. You all are equally yoked in the knowing that you all are two lone wolves. Wolves understand that you are leaders, like you might be alpha, but again, you're so alpha that again is not again leader of the pack. You have your own way of leading, and they have their own way of leading. In some kind of way, you all come together. You thought that it was this. The karmic believes that it was a place of comfort for them, because they like, oh, here's somebody else that resonate like I do. But again, like I said, this was one of like again, just ideal. It was just ideal that yeah, it's like yeah, you want to get married, yeah, you want to get married, yeah, okay, well let's come together, okay. But it was not really of the ideal of source, okay. This right here with the karmic energy with this person that you're with, I call it a male because you're divine feminine energies. I just say that it could be a female too. There's some internal struggle going on with this person here. They internally, they got their own personal challenges, but they know they want to improve on it. But here we got this fiddle again. That goes by the energies that we've seen in the last one. That's interesting with the divine masculine. Divine masculine and the energies there. Somebody's always playing the fiddle. The sad tune. I can't. This is the best I can do. I can't find myself out of this situation. This is all this. Woe is me. Being played here. All this sadness to try to get everybody in on this, as far as them to kind of feel like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you all right, you crying fiddle, and you come over there and help them out. Okay, I feel bad because I kind of got you in this situation though, and I got this divine mask with somebody else. So I'm gonna come. So each time you do that, they sucker you in. Divine, well, if a chime is divine, they sucker you in. Okay, all right, sucker you right on in. So the overall energy is about you. The connection with divine feminine and this karmic is you got 3 of Cups here. So again, we know there's 3 energies there. You know, it's not again one of them. This here they got here is spilled. This is spilled. It's over with. It's poured out. It ain't no cup in there. The love is out. It's pouring out. It's getting ready to be emptied. The other 2 there is none. Okay. The divine feminine energies has the swan here. She looked like she got the swan on her mind. The twin, which will represent the twin. The twin is on her mind as well. The twin flame journey is on her mind as well. It looks like I see a fish kind of semi there. So again, she's thinking about her life as well. The next one is justice. This is in reverse, moving into the energies of this karmic situation, wanting justice to be served. Okay, in this matter, so it's a divine intervention to come along to be able to straighten up this situation. We got Page of Swords in reverse, understanding that you want to ascend and to go higher. You got to be able to get that sword of truth, which is that get a handle on that conflict in your mind as well, in order for you to be able to ascend to go higher. And you want it again when you got this thing, there is a 2 of Cups. So it moves from this 3, getting justice in this connection, understanding that you got to get a handle. It's maybe underdeveloped, but you got to get a handle on this conflict in your mind for what's really the truth, so you can be able to sin, so you can be able to actually have this 2 of Cups. That's what's going on with that connection, okay? Spirit is giving you that. In your actions, understanding that, again, in this karmic situation, there's the Hierophant here. You've got to be a light unto your own path. That means you can't be looking outside of other people to give you the sources as to where you need to get your own enlightenment. You are the holder of that. You need to, again, how you going to get it? I see this tower behind him. So this tower to me represents these towering moments that happen, like I told you before, to be able to get centered and grounded and appreciate the lessons that come, instead of calling this some, oh my God, this is getting on my nerves, and this come one more time, my God. If that happens again, that's resistance. Whatever you resist, it's going to keep on persist. Okay. The karmic card came out here. Anytime the card for the deck that I use comes out, lets me know that, again, this karmic energies is very strong. That came out even in divine masculine thing. That's really at the center of your actions, is that, again, karmic, which means, again, these hard lessons. You got to understand that this karmic situation has came in order for you to be able to learn the dojo, which is to move into truly knowing the way that you must go, the path that you must be on. Okay. Next thing, again, for the divine feminine energies here, again, understanding that some kind of way that you've been putting yourself out there on display. Okay. So understanding that here you are, but whatever you're doing, that you kind of pimping your own self out of, like I said, or co-signing yourself out on things. To me, when I see her here, she looks like she's almost leaning. She's about to lean. It's like I'm barely holding on. Like if I do one more lean, I'm going to fall right on off this here ledge here. So this is what it is. She's trying to practice self-love, because I see the breast is exposed, and try to be grounded and rooted. But still, the way she's doing it, she's still in karmic energy as she's doing this. So this is not drawing, and she's not divine. She's grounded and rooted and still in karmic energies, karmic ways. Okay. So we have now here, we got the 12 here, which is, again, wanting freedom here. She's wanting freedom, but again, she's trying to do it where she's still masking her emotions. Okay. But this is going off. She is making motions, divine feminine energies. You are making motions to get this freedom and offer this cup of love to the one that you love. But at the same time, again, like I said, you are doing it and you're clothed again. You are not actually, again, revealing your true emotions about things. You're masking it. In order for you to get things to actually start to moving, you got to stand and live in your truth. Okay. So now let's look and see what's happening with you emotionally. Clear. Okay, so divine feminines, even in this current situation, you want to say that you feel hopeful. You've planted some seeds. You've done some things that is cause for you to believe that, hey, whatever actions that I have, I've been doing the work, even though I'm in this current situations. Yeah, even while I'm in it, yes, I could be making some more choices. I could be able to better receive and embrace where I am so I can be able to again deal with the resistance and not resist so it doesn't persist. I got that, but I have been planting the seeds. I got faith. I have hope in this situation. That's interesting. We was watching Pandora's Box, and they was talking about Pandora, the story in the Greek mythology, and how she was being curious, being nosy, and the messenger told her, was it Mercury, said, don't open up the box, but she did open up the box, and then all the things came out of evil spirits, sickness, fight, spite, whatever, all this negativity in the world. That was because she opened up the box. But in the box, when they looked, and somebody was like, help me, and they looked in there, there was a beautiful butterfly in there in the corner, and it was hope. And saying, even throughout all this going on in the world, the god Zeus had put hope in the box along with the other stuff in case it had gotten released. And they say that's how everything in the world is. Although we have all this disparity and other things that's going on, or injustice, there is still hope. That's the same thing way with this divine feminine energies is understanding that no matter what in the situation, how bleak it might look, there's still hope. They feel divine feminine feels also within her that she's still inspired. She still feels whenever I see that symphony of music being played, lets me know that she understands that there's still some songs. The symphony is unfinished. I think about that card that has in the divine feminine energies. I mean, not in the divine, in the wisdom oracle, and it comes out and says it's still that. So let's see about what's the divine feminine energies collectively. This in a karmic situation. What are they thinking? Let's do it again. I feel iffy on that one. Thank you. I don't feel like it's crystal clear. Okay. Understanding the sun. Okay. What she's thinking is if she gets higher, and I think about Icarus, if she gets higher, and I see her in her vulnerability, she feels like the more closer she gets to what she wants, that there is a possibility. I always think about this. She's got these wings here. That she might get burnt. It's some. I got a fork in the road. So let's do levels of some of the divine feminines. Some of the divine feminines feel that, hey, if I really get close to what I actually want and get and in this situation that I'm here, I might get teased like, oh, you thought you had gotten it, like the State Farm commercial where he said, oh, you should have moved quicker. Like I'm gonna get yet so close, but yet so far to what I want. So Icarus was the ones, going back to Greek mythology, had the wings that was made out of wax. He was trying to say, oh, if I can make it, be able to get up there, I get close. I can be able to get into heaven. And the more closer he got with those wax wings and closer to the sun, he became. It melted. That's the same thing that the divine feminine is feeling. Some of them feel like, okay, even with the work of the things and the things that I'm doing, it's a possibility that I might not get what I want because of the way or the manner or the situation that I'm in that's causing me not to really truly get there. There's some of you all that says that you are making yourself creating the way in which for you to be able to get everything underneath the sun, and you're the one that's putting the motions in action for that to happen. Okay. And some of you all say, I got to try. It doesn't matter. I have to try. But like I said, it's two levels of you all that's in the mix in this collective here as well. Here we are about this sexuality again. There's a conflict, divine feminines. There's a conflict about your spiritual, and your religion, which means it's the way of your thinking, that how you always think on things that is causing a conflict for you to actually sin. That's what I was picking up. There's a conflict in some kind of way in your thinking that's causing an issue. Okay, I'm missing something. Wait. Wait. This is not all of them. Okay, where's the? Oh, okay, I see it over there. Okay, I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, since I picked you up, let's see. Yeah. Clear. What's going on for the divine feminines? The major thing for you all is this home. This is the issue. Your home. So there's family issues or whatever between yourself that if you're centering and you say, well, it's not a family, I ain't got no issues that way. But again, what helps you to feel centered? So if it's the job that's causing the conflict, are you really truly feeling at one with yourself, at peace with yourself? That's an issue. Okay. You could think about all different things, clear, that you call home. All right. So right now, oh, you almost got the same thing. You feel stifled. Okay. And whatever it is that again, that goes to earlier about you and these yeses. What it say? I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy yes. You got to say holy yes to union. Some of you all is not 100% there. A holy yes to things that really help you to, really know what home is within yourself. Because these things are coming up and showing up in different ways other than, and again, your spirit is like, why you co-sign for that? I didn't co-sign for that. Why you signing up for stuff? Clear. That stuff that I ain't even in resonating with that. Why you co-signing us on stuff like this? Well, what is this? So that's the issue. Okay. Let's go a little bit more deeper. Can you tell me again to clarify? Whoa, that yeah. It's like, nope, this is it right here. Okay, let's look and see what the Kipper says. Okay, many of you all have gotten a message. This is hold on a second. Okay, you all are moving into this energies because this is all in reverse. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna turn it over. So many of you all have gotten a message from spirit about some things that have communicated to you. Again, the fork of the road, somebody else could have communicated something to you that then caused you to say, okay, it's a message that says I got to get to really doing some things, get some form of an action, maybe in the way you're communicating things as well. Some of you all as the collective is understanding that we got the courthouse here. There's some things, some court issues or some legal issues here as well. Understanding that with you and your divine masculine energies, because you could house both of them. Somebody in the world, you got to get to moving, and you got to get this paper, like the filing of paper, which is again communicating, and you got to really start acting upon the things that you really your desires that you want. Okay, some of them again, like I said, could be divorce. Some of y'all might be pitter paddling on that. It might be saying, no, it's time for you to actually file those papers. Something contractual, like a business, some kind of way that's got paperwork that's in it. They're saying now it's time for you all, because that might be even karmic contracts too. Again, it's time to break it. It's time for you to go to the powers that be and say it's time to release me. Okay, this is where we are, because right now where you are, it's a thief. They're robbing you. They're robbing you of time. Some of you all are still there because of your childhood wounding. The divine, this karmic person is laughing behind the divine feminine's back. They know they toying with you. They know that they are actually like you got like a puppet, got you on the string. They know what buttons to push as well. You just kind of playing around along with his face, like. God, I can't wait till I get out of this. So it's like that. Okay. Understanding that you got to move into the energies divine feminine, into being the main female, understanding to be in the driver's seat, being very transparent about some things. That's why I say get rid of that mask. You want freedom, but you gotta get rid of the mask and stand in your truth. Understand that you bring beauty to the world and understand your value. She got a red rose there, wanting this real true love. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Something for my heart, a real love. Hey, something for a real love. I got to have a real love. All right, so Mary J. Blige said you got to have that. And then you got flowers. You got some beauty, some things are blossoming, some new things growing in a beautiful way that's being put on the table. But you've got to get to moving. You understanding that some of you all start want this courtship. You want this interaction with your divine masculine as well. And this one here is blocking your hustle and being able to do that. Understanding that right now that again it's written in stone about you and your divine masculine coming together. That is where your true peace is. Again, things that out of the situation where you are, although it might be barren, but things in their situation is able to grow. There's two columns there, which lets me know there's a sturdy foundation that's put there too as well. So you're waiting for spirit to gift you. Thank you. Gift you with this new opportunity. But again, this is the present. What did I tell you? You, divine feminine, has got to learn how to master the present, the now. Okay? This is you. What is the shadow that you got to deal with? I'm doing. Got 10 minutes. I got to be in this meeting. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be in both of them. They're going to have to tell me something. Clear. What's the shadow aspect you got to deal with? Woo, you got a lot. Jesus, take the wheel. Being a bride in the cage. Okay. Again, you're stuck. Some of you all in this commitment with this this karmic, this male here. You feel like you don't know which way to go. I'm a fool, I'm in the cage. I can't get out. I'm trapped. See, I'm so confused. I can't get out. Colonel Abrams. You've been bought there as a price tag. You think you done paid the price by being there. You're dying there, being in that connection. You feel goofy at times. You done tried on different identity because it's clothing here as well. And so you don't know which way to turn. Okay. On that one. You're scared. I keep on putting this, the divine feminine. Some of you all in this, you're scared to let go of the past or where you are, to let go of let the future come and be. You're scared. Perchance to dream of a future. I'm even scared to think about how it would look for me. And I bet some of you all, and not all, it might be even hard for you to really be able to actually see that actually occurring or happening for some of you all because you're scared to do that. Okay, so you got to learn how to release. That's your shadow. And then blinded by the pain. What did I tell you about earlier? I could drop the car. Boom goes the mic with the source. Told you about that pain body. You got to get a handle on it because it's blinding you. You can't see anything else with that. Everything is connected to it. Okay. All right then. Some things, I think I'm jumping out of order, but that's fine. Okay. Clear. What are some changes that need to go on? Some changes. Some life changes that's going to occur for you, divine feminine, is a new career. Okay. A new job, a new way of actively doing this. So this might be, even in the situation that you're in, might even actually be a job. You might say, yeah, it is a job. It's a task. It's a chore. So you got to get a new way of doing this job. Okay. Again, you got to get in touch with your orange, your sacral. You got to get in touch again at the heart of the matter of things as well. And you got to get a lot of these downloads to tell you where you need to go to help you stay in your heart center. You got to heal the past. Okay. That's what I'm saying about that. Healing the past. You're letting the past cloud and tell you what's going on. Say cloud your judgment as to what's actually your value of who you are and where you're supposed to be destined to go. Okay, so in order for you to do that, you need to get in touch and get grounded in who you are, your identity. Because this is where you got yellow, all is the predominant color here. Okay, and not base it upon what you've seen in the past. Okay, all right, not that. Okay, clear as well. You have to surrender. All right, I'll be there, folks. What is it that you have to surrender? Ooh. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and soar in your life. I already said that. You feel limited. So you got to get rid of them outdated beliefs. I told you, you got to have a new one, a new way. I feel good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. I've got it up my point of view. I got a new attitude. Do, 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 do. So you got to do that, okay? Surrender to passion. That passion goes back to that sexual energy they talk about. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Didn't I just tell you Dad said about let it flow? And then also, yes, it's true. And then I also said about your passion, the love. Go after that, okay? And then surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. Okay? That's what you got. That goes back to this anxiety card. Okay? This is source trying to give you the answer to that. Okay? All right. When it comes to this connection, your divine connection, clear. Well, it's divine feminine. She wants union. So what is it about the connection? She wants, again, this is what she desires for the divine masculine energies to be in his heart space, in this connection. Also thinking on his brain and his mind space that this is being with the divine feminine, that this is his bliss. In the divine feminine energies, she is wearing a green headpiece, which lets know at all times she needs to stay in her heart chakra space. Okay. And then those are the things. Both of them have columns. They go there back to that columns about the lovers. Look at the synchronicities there. Two columns here, two columns here. Staying in understanding that they are truly the divine lovers, that they are getting knowledge about this new understanding. You got the number that's 2, but it looks like the number 11, so that's truly understanding the twin flame. And I see the moon is very small, so getting out of that illusion but looking at it for intuition and awareness. Okay, when we're talking about, I'm doing okay, 4 minutes, clear. When we're talking about the heart space, again, about what's the matters of the heart, the divine feminine, you got to get, again, you got to get target laser beam focused on that, understanding that, again, that love, you deserve love. Like Diana, she knows, again, it might go against your current current views or understanding of things. You got to go against the natural flow of things. I said that, spirit said that again. So please make sure that you are doing that. Spirit say they're going to guide you clear as well. And then for you, divine feminine, you got to move into the energies of having a open mind about some things. Okay. All right, then. The overall here we have, I was looking at deserve love. You have to mend some things within yourself, the divine feminine energies within yourself, even in the surroundings of the people that you're dealing. That's the emotional things. You probably might have to heal that too as well. Okay. That's mended things. You might have to find yourself cutting some cords too as well, because you deserve love. This is going to help you to breathe and to elevate. Okay. You got some things off your chest. You're able to breathe lighter. You feel more. You understanding that. And then, truth be told, I already said that. You've got to take that mask off. Man, the spirit all into this. You've got to take your mask off. You got to do that in order to get to the windows of your soul, open it up so the love can be able to resonate, and you got to become much wiser. You got to become much wiser. To keep an open mind, can you give me something for that? What's it to keep an open mind? There we go. You got to play things by the book. So again, you got to know in the past, hey, you might have been a clown, a fool for love. That's why it's bringing it to me. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, it may be cruel, but everybody plays the fool. Ooh. All right then. So again, your crown chakra, understand again now in your present moment, you need to be more shielded. And even in the future, you need to be more shielded. You got to pay attention to the steps in which you're doing and the strategies that you are using as well in order for you to be able to keep an open mind. Because some of you are that once you make one step, you're going to start closing off your mind. You're not going to be open and receptive. Say, this ain't working. This ain't working. I'm out of this. So you got to watch that. Okay. All right, then. That is that. Okay, let's talk about the twin flame journey. What is else going on as far as with your twin clear and the connection there? What do they want to say? Got you two things. Okay, so right now you say I don't think I could take your reactions right now. You might be saying that to the divine masculine in this thing. Maybe if they would know what's actually going on with your situation, you probably say they can probably handle it. Okay. Would you give me the chance to make things right between us? Okay, so this could be several things. Again, the divine masculine energies of you two together. Maybe say you want to give a second chance to it because maybe both of you all are in a karmic situation or whatever it is, and there's some kind of way of a barrier that's stopping you from actually being together. Maybe some things didn't end so right. So that's something that you got to kind of keep in mind too as well. And so now, it did come out though. And asked a question, but okay. All right, because you're doing a lot. Source really wants you to get these keys. That's all I got to say. Is God is really going to have you get these keys. I'm going to ask the source wherever I got to go. I'll be right there at the right time. Right now, you're waiting on divine intervention. This is divine intervention card for everything to come together. So I see 1, 2, 3 sticks, but the fourth one is missing, which means of action, which lets me know that right now you got 3 wands. Well, it's an action what we're waiting on, and that action is from divine intervention. Okay, but in the meantime, you got to be actively waiting for. They said that earlier for its source to tell you, okay, now it's time for you to jump. So in the meantime, again, learn how to become one with the surroundings that you are. Actively learn how to be able to level up. Don't resist because it persists. That's true. Again, this to me, the Queen of Wands there is to me being all right with where I am in the present. That means I'm grounded and rooted in it. I got my wand up here and I'm ready to take action at all times. But I'm understanding even in the present moment where I am, I'm sitting there and I'm grounded in it. I am still creating magic. Understanding that again with your energies here, that you feel like you have options, you have choices. You got to remember at all times, remember what Source told you to do. This is your strategy. What does stores tell you to do? Say, watch the yeses that you're saying. If it ain't a holy yes or it's not an amen, it resides within your spirit, and your spirit say, why did you co-sign us up for this? I didn't say yes to this. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, that's that. And then the Queen of Cups, to me, the Queen of Cups here is again really truly understanding that even in your emotions, learning how to receive the divinity of right where you are, that cup, understanding that self-love, putting yourself first, understanding your values as well. What do you need to heal from? What do you need to heal from? My nose is itching. Clear. What does the divine feminine in this karmic situation need to heal from? These came out. That came out before. Something about you all, that's what it like. Understand that you're talented. Talented. Here's your affirmation. I honor my unique talents as they have been given to me from the divine to share with the world. Some of you all are sitting on your talents and you're not utilizing that, Spirit is saying that's a way in order for you to heal is through your talents. What I tell you, you got the situation, go use your talents to be able to push and transmute that. Transmute means I take the bad energy and I go and create something with it. A lot of you all, and I know with people that I've even dealt with myself, they like, nope, they ain't doing nothing until their situation gets better. That's not how it goes. I'm sorry, I love you, but that's not how it goes. You must, in the situation where you are, take that energy, even though it might be a bad day, and say, what can I go and create that to transmute that energy? Okay, because if you wait until everything clear up and things get better, it may never do, and you'll be sitting up there on a lot of projects. And I've seen it for myself. You don't do it, Spirit go send it to somebody else. So wait a second, that's my book. Wait that gonna second. That's my center. I was gonna have a center for healing, and they got everything that I said. That's my school. They got it. I'll be damn. So supposed to say I gave it to you, but you kept on talking about you gonna wait until your situation get better. That's not it. We keep on telling you go after that. Your situation will go bad because you're now changing the energy, the frequency in your situation. But if you want to sit up there and wait until things get better, that's not how it goes. Move on. And then again, your healing thing is honesty. Okay. I speak up when I have something to share. I am no longer fearful of what other people cannot handle. That goes with the situation that you're in. Because sometimes you're saying yes to stuff that goes back there and you shouldn't be saying yes to it. Did I take this out? I'm not looking at the box. Okay, I got some new cards here just very quickly. How I'm doing? 404. Whatever. Okay. But y'all come first. Clear. Because that situation going to be that situation. Okay. All right. What they say here, the love messages. Okay, obstacles. This is what you're dealing with, Divine Feminine. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. You've got to deal with it. You've got to heal with that. Okay. Twin flame, yeah. You right now, the big thing for you, the overarching lesson for you is obstacles. And how you're looking at them. You say obstacle, okay, bring it. I don't want you to bring on no more, but let me get mastery over what I got. Okay. And then what is your divine master and what's the message that he has for you? Clear. He says, act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. They saying again, a lot of times the divine master is saying, you know what, I'm there with you, when you're doing things. I guess sometimes that's why he's saying, that's another way of looking at it. Why are you saying yes to things is putting us further and further away from each other instead of finding a way to say no. So you have to act that way. Sometimes when you're saying yes to that karmic that's there in the situation, you should be acting like they standing right here. They saying things that you might not want to be signing up for. Okay, well then how about we just kind of like, let's not divorce. Let's kind of put that off for the kids, because the kids seem like that, they're going to graduate. Hey, how about maybe about 6 more months, into June. Then we could talk about divorce then, but let's just stay in there for the kids. This is what the karmic is saying. And then, you got to sit there, you ready to say, you know what, he is right. That does make sense. Maybe I should wait. But then you got to pretend like if your DM was right there, what your DM was like, hell no, he can't. I ain't waiting for him. He got to get out the way. It's me and you. Did you see them cards that say we lovers? And we at peace with each other? So you got to look at yourself and you got to look at them. As we saying yes to that. Does that make sense to you? And your dear might be in spirit, be like, no, hell no, it ain't all right to be. He gonna be them and them kids gonna be all right. They ain't nothing but an excuse. And you look at them, say, no, I'm sorry, that's not gonna work. And why? And you say, no, it's not. The kids will be okay. And again, we're gonna move out of this house and we're gonna leave you here. We'll be okay. Okay. So now that's this same thing that it's saying. So when you make a decision, that's another way. I didn't look at it that way. I'm thinking about source, but that's also your DM saying you co-signing on and saying yes to stuff. And spiritly, I'm there with you. I'm not co-signing. I'm not saying yes to that. Okay. Next thing is forgiveness. Okay. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Okay. Like I said, some of you all are scared to move on because you're even scared to dream or to go into the next level because of that, because of what has happened. When I tried, it looked like the karmic anchored down more. When I tried, things look like this happened and that happened. Just like when I'm getting close enough to be with the daggone twin, this and that happened. Okay. That's again because, like Eckhart Tolle said, you're getting in touch clear with that pain body, and that pain body is bringing you more of the stuff that you like. That's what Spirit said. We bringing more of the stuff that you like. Not source, the Spirit's not doing. They're not inflicted, but they're saying that's what they're saying. Okay, because you say you like that until you resonate and say something different. Thank you for that. That's a whole different story. Okay. All right, you got two things here. Last thing, this is from your higher self. This is your higher self speaking back to you, divine feminines. I don't use the cursed ones like the divine masculine. So you got solar powered and free falling. Say, I'm free. Free falling. Free falling came first. Okay, so free falling is, it doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances mean nothing and that you and only you are the captain of your ship. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion. That goes back to that limitless. And unseen forces are awaiting your command. Okay? I'm not going to add on to that. Let's look at solar powered. That was free falling. I think it's a soul power. That's what I need. Soul power. But they say solar power, but I'm hearing James Brown singing in my head. Soul power. Well, that is. Your soul is powering you too. Okay. Here comes the sun. The clear, beautiful light is shining on everything right now. All you need unfolds easily before you. Decisions are a snap as you pirouette into the ease of your own power, of your own unlimited connection to the universe. You can bask in this knowing that light shines on everything you need to know today. And on that, I will end on that note because I got to go and I'm super late. All right, as always, but you all, I want to make sure you got this. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Love you. Remember again, if you want your reading, your divine, go to divineunisouls.co to get your special for the divine love letters. Those of you all that put in your orders, I'm working your way to that as well. So I'm working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. All right, so I'm working my way to you. So don't worry about it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. All right, make sure you go there. It's $14 for Divine Masculine Love Letter. You want to see a sample of it, go through my videos and you will see one there. Make sure that you click like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because once you do that, that's the interchange of energy. I pour out my time to make sure that you all get the energies and the information that you all need as far as the keys to union. And that's where you putting a thumbs up to me and just saying, yes, thank you for sharing with me. And that's all. That's the energy change that I'm asking for. All right, then, as always. But also remember that I do go live. I don't let you all know whenever source tells me to. So please make sure that you do smash the subscribe button and hit all notifications so you can be able to see when I go live. All right, because this is probably going to premiere as a premiere. All right, then, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Love it. And I will see you and I'll be talking to you real soon.